with this side and so much success last season. They've had a tough draw to start their season, but they have to fancy their chances today.
They have possession at the moment. Yeomandale, ex-Canberra, now calling Newcastle home and by all accounts enjoying it. Throw for Yanella. Real mix of youth and experience in these two teams. Some players that have some claims and a bit of a collision there. And it looks like Hayley Crawford, back from retirement, went down, but she's up and at him again. Let's go to Steph. Can you confirm the warmth and the breeze? Who can she link up with? Tries to go inside. There's targets infield. Perhaps one touch too many. Perhaps some credit to Yanella and the defence there as well for Adelaide. Get to the ball first. Busy in midfield. There must be space somewhere. Yanella intercepts. Condon. And a through ball. Back. Van Egmond in the vicinity. Back for Andrews. Checks onto the left foot. Takes a shot and critically intercepted. Now Salem tries to go through traffic and can't. And the Jets might have troops. What we saw.
This play here is actually typified. Oh, we're up the other end here. Great.
Again for Huster. This time Barbieri came off her line and didn't give the American a look at it.
That's something that Adelaide do not want. Emily Van Egmond getting on the ball and having time and space to be able to look up and pinpoint balls like that.
Some pressure on Holtman. And Yanella goes back. It's allowed to run. Barbieri. Nielsen controls for Yeomandale and is a target. And then goes in behind for Van Egmond. Well tracked back by Yanella, and she successfully pilots it over the goal line. Smart piece of defending.
Excellent work from Yanella there. She's actually just shielded the ball and really got in a good position to start with, so Emily Van Egmond couldn't get in front of her.
How would it be to be playing there? Where in the shade?
There.
Huster was a little unlucky. She turned and threw a boot at it in front of virtually an open goal, and 9 times out of 10 that'll bear fruit, won't it?
Well, she actually had more time to actually not bring it down in the box, but yeah, it's an exaggeration.
Possession through Woods again.
I don't think Ross Aloisi would be too upset with them at half-time. They're
drifts in field and then tries to deliver to Yanella, who shifted over to the right. Nice idea. Again, I feel the breeze was a factor.
Yeah, it's a good idea. And Lisa Marie, she's still playing with the Norwegian national team, so really got great.
What do you think would have been said in the respective rooms, Walshy?
Oh, look, I think much of the same from Newcastle Jets. They've been quite impressive in the first half, and really just finished off the two real chances that they had. But Adelaide really need to, I guess, be tighter in the back, as Melissa Barbieri mentioned before she left. And also, you're not going to get so many opportunities in a match like this. It's a bit of an arm wrestle, so you really need to take the ones that you get and I'd probably make the better decisions. We've seen a couple of them.
Reynolds with some space. The go-to girl, Dobson. Lille Adelaide need to find a way forward, need to find a way back. Yanella. Holt.
And had the shot. They really haven't had a lot of shots off, and they, I guess, may possibly been a little bit cute around the 18-yard.
Here's Reynolds in defence. Cleverly worked forward by the Jets. Pedersen. The Reds have the numbers. A sense that the Jets are very much trying to get some quality ball to Andrews. They want her to get a look at goal. Here at the other end is Powell, under heavy attention. Dobson took one on the ankle there. Ball played in dangerously. Colo's out of position. She goes hard, now retreats. Condon has the keeper off the line.
We are playing so high and not really showing as an option.
Nielsen for Dobson, down the left again, as she's done all afternoon. 2 come at her, muscle her, she goes down. No foul, says the referee.
You kind of wonder what Adelaide's going to take from this game into their match with Melbourne Victory, because we've spoken about Riley Dobson's pace, but in Melbourne you look...
Condon puts it back into the penalty area, and eventually it is cleared out toward halfway. Andrews struggled to get a really good quality play on it today.
No rock or anything you can blame to. It was a rock.
A bit of Adelaide Hill spin effects that you can credit with the rough touch.
Was that your excuse, Walshy?
Yeah, I always use that excuse. In all seriousness, I've been really impressed by this Anella playing right back.
Yeah.
She's been excellent, and considering that she's had to defend Dobson all game, and as you mentioned, she did play on the left-hand side and switch with Hodgson. She's been really good for me. I think that comes from a young player. We'd like her to be a little bit more vocal. She can hear Melissa Barbieri throughout the whole game.
Because they might be covering that inexperience. Is more front of the circle. Gets a good lead from Yanella down the right. Hangs it up in the spot, and the finish is missing again. That was the left foot volley that she wanted to take it directly on the laces. It took the outside of the foot, and it missed left.
Look, although she's missed this, what about that ball in? Absolutely gorgeous. And Tian Powell has timed her run beautifully to be able to connect with that ball. Just really, I mean, it's a lot more difficult than it looks, but it's fallen on a non-preferred foot, and she'd love to have it again, I'm sure.
I
She'd be dirty with that.
Effort deserves reward, and she's made a lot of effort this afternoon for very little reward. Here, though, at the other end is the hot streak Dobson. Taking on Yanella again. Has Reynolds in support. It didn't quite pick out either of them. Barbieri brings it under control. Tries to release Yanella down the right. Not a lot to hit. She goes route one. Condon controls well, turns around a defender onto the left foot. Oh! It's in hard. It ends well for all concerned. And Reynolds will clean up.
See you on
point. Here is a ball that Andrews won't get to. Yanella's obviously recovered.